Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir, and thank the Honourable Member for his question. Saturday, 15 July, 15 January 2022 was the date for the volcano that we had in Tonga, the Tonga Hapai volcano. And the initial statistics suggest that this violent explosion is probably the largest volcanic blast we've had in the world since Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines 30 years ago. That's according to the volcanologist that we have, that we referred to, Professor Shane Cronin. But here in Fiji, under the Ministry of Lands and Mineral Resources, we have a seismological unit that monitors earthquakes and tsunami activities on a 24/7 basis. But the tsunamis that have been normally monitored, because we monitor earthquakes, it's designed to monitor tsunamis that come out of earthquakes. In Fiji, we have a lot of earthquakes. In the month of February alone, looking at the stats that were given to me by the department, we've had 70 events, 70 earthquake events. Most of them we don't feel. 13 of these were local, and about 57 of them regional. So you can see that it's quite frequent, and most of the tsunamis that we do get come out of earthquakes. And already in the month of Feb, we've already had 20 earthquake-type events in our area. One of these is local, and about 19 regional. So the whole tsunami warning system is geared towards earthquakes. It monitors the parameters that determine when an earthquake takes place, whether that earthquake will lead to a tsunami or not. And these parameters are largely around the depth at which the earthquake takes place and the strength of the earthquake. And depending on those parameters, it feeds into the warning system, which then is fed into the Pacific tsunami warning system, which comes out of Hawaii, Honolulu in Hawaii, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, based in Honolulu, Hawaii. And this is the organization that is the official tsunami service provider for the Pacific Tsunami Warning and Mitigation System that delivers tsunami threats advisory to countries in the Southwest Pacific region. The issue that we had there was that the whole system is geared towards earthquakes. And the vast majority of tsunamis that we have come out of earthquakes. This one that we had came out of a volcano. And you know, in Fiji, we have Vanuatu to our west, and we have a Tonga to our east, and we're in the middle. And both of these two, Vanuatu and Tonga, they have a lot of volcanic activities. There's always a volcanic activity taking place in Vanuatu, major event back in 2017, 2018, and we have this one here. But all of our focus and the history of tsunamis has always been largely focused towards tsunamis that come out of earthquakes. So because the whole system was oriented towards earthquakes, when they had this volcanic activity that might lead to a tsunami, they did not have the parameters to measure which would indicate that this volcano leads to a tsunami. We've had other volcanoes in our region. I think in this Hapa, Hunga Tonga, and Hunga Hapai, we've had the volcanic eruptions there in 2009, 2014, others in the Vanuatu area, but it did not lead to tsunamis. And the only parameters that they could work on was the tidal gauges. We have gauges around the country that can measure if the water goes up or down. Those were the only things that they had. And they had to feed that in. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center had to feed that into their own calculations, which they had to do manually, and then they issued the warnings, which came out on the particular Saturday. The tsunami advisory was issued at 6:35 p.m. on the Saturday, and it was cancelled 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. So that was the issue that we had. But since then, there's been a lot of work that has been undertaken by MRD and also with the local agencies, including the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center. There's been discussions, and now what is happening now, they're re-looking at the way they try to give advice to see if they can take in some parameters that arise out of volcanoes. As I say again, volcanoes are quite rare, in terms of leading to tsunamis. This one was a very rare incident. But now the whole system, the experts, the Pacific Tsunami Warning Center, are looking at bringing in those volcano parameters into their system so that in the future, I think they're developing an SOP. They are working on an interim tsunami volcano SOP, so this can advise us into the future. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir.
Thank you, Honourable Minister.